Good morning. Just going to wait for a minute, let you all log on here. I've got my drink ready with my, I think we're calling it a Bloody Mary today, because isn't that what you have when it's brunch? Really, it's a Caesar, but it's okay. We're going to call it a Bloody Mary. So I'm ready. Good morning, everybody. Hello, good morning. Cheers is right. Cheers. Who's got their drinks? I promise. There's my Caesar. I know there's a few of you that can meet me with the drink this morning. It's my breakfast. I haven't eaten yet. So good morning. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Melinda. Brenda, you must not be out sailing at the moment. I'm glad that you're safe. Your last little bit of trip sounded very harrowing, so I'm glad you're safe. My friends Brenda and Clay are on the most magnificent sailboat, and they've, I don't know, Brenda, you have to tell me how far down you went. They left from Vancouver Island, and they've been all the way down below Mexico, I believe.
Holy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So anyway, I always get excited when she's actually online, because I mean she's safe and on shore. Good morning, Lindsay. There you go. Good morning. Tell me when you want to take a picture, Lindsay. Lindsay's gonna she wants to scrapbook us having our drinks this morning. So it is a Caesar, Val. It is a Caesar. It's not a Bloody Mary. But they call them Bloody Marys when you have them for brunch on Sundays in restaurants. So we said we would call it a Bloody. It's 10 a.m. here, you guys. Like, I haven't even had breakfast yet. I did have a glass of water, and it's a double. So, because I don't make them any other way, I always make them a double. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Puerto Vallarta. Okay, so they sailed from Vancouver Island all the way down to Puerto Vallarta, which is amazing. So I've been following along with their trip. It's been months. When did you leave, Brenda? I can't remember when you left, but I just think it's amazing. Kendra, you've got, okay, you say you've got your bunny and coffee. I feel like maybe that's Bailey's and coffee. I think that may have auto-corrected. Jamie, can you just glue things? You ran out of tape runner. Okay, well, two things. Yes, you can glue things. Be very careful, though, if you're putting liquid glue on the back of your photos. Very, very, very minimal, so that it doesn't make your paper too wet, so you can see it when it dries on the other side. And I can help you with tape runner. My tape runner sale actually ends tonight, or my adhesive sale. Good morning. Hey, Roger. Hey, Deb. Good morning, everybody. September 2019. So they left on their sailboat from Vancouver Island September of last year, and now they're actually on their way back up. Unfortunately, with the world the way that it is, they it kind of changed their plans, and they're heading back up. But anyway, they've done some incredible adventures, and I always get excited, Brenda, when I see you online, so that I know you're safe. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, who's got their drinks? I want to see who's got their drinks. I'm going to cheers. It's very good. It's very good. I don't usually drink it with a straw because I like the salt, but I'm trying to be proper this morning while I'm on line with you guys today. I don't want licking the edge of my rim of my glass. Good morning, Chris. Morning, Jen. Morning, everybody. Okay, well, I've got lots of things for you today. We've got, obviously, this layout. So this is my layout that I did based on this sketch. I think that's in your view there. If you guys can see the whole thing. I'll move it around. And then I've got the one that I'm going to do with you. I've got a fun little technique I've talked about before, but I'm going to show you how I do it today. This layout, so we gave you the sketch earlier on Friday. I did this layout based on the sketch, and then Deneen did this layout based on the sketch. So this is Deneen's take on it. So if you can see us together. So two fairly different pages, okay? Different photos. Deneen did a 5x7, so I know lots of you are 5x7 girls. So she did the 5x7, and then I did the two 3x4s, and then a little 2x2 in the corner. And actually, the page I'm doing with you today, I added two 2x2s. So I added a few different things to the one that I'm going to do with you today. So one sketch. We both did it. These are our takes on the sketch, Deneen and mine. And then I'm going to do another one today as well. So, good morning. Hey, Penny. Hey, Tracy. Hi, Patty. Just tea, Patty. That's okay. That's normal. It's not normal to drink a Caesar at 10 a.m., but whatever.
When you're on vacation, it's acceptable.
Morning, Sherry, you're at work. Oh, thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Hey, Rebecca. What did you say?
I said when you're on vacation that it's acceptable.
When you're on vacation, it's acceptable to drink at 10 a.m. That's very true. I guess we're kind of on a bit of a vacation. I don't know. This is technically work for me, but I am at home. I don't have to drive, so whatever. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Okay, so those are the layouts, our takes on the layouts. I'm going to do the other one with you today. I have a couple of things. Tomorrow, the next newsletter is going to come out, and there's a few things in the new newsletter. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. This is our new printable that will be available tomorrow. How freaking fun is that? Look at that. That's got such great colors in it. So we did black and gray and white, and then we've got some really nice bright pink and yellow and blue in there. I really love how that turned out. So lots of fun things on there. I'm printing mine on smooth white Basil cardstock. You can print it on anything. You can get some really great cardstock for printing at Staples, like at the stationery store, that you can use, but just make sure you use like the fine print just to get, like this came out so beautifully on this. I don't know if you can totally see that, but like there's no pixelation in there at all. It's nice and solid. So it'll be perfect for any projects you've got you're working on. So that's coming up tomorrow in the newsletter. So be able to print, download that from the website and print that off. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, fun printable. Totally. No, I love it. Sherry, hey, how are you? Dr. Pepper for you. That's okay. Do you know that I've never drank pop in my entire life? I absolutely hate the fizz. I don't like fizz at all. And even like in a cocktail, I don't love it. Like I don't like champagne. I don't like any of those things. So no, I've never drank coffee and coffee. I don't drink coffee either. I've never drank coffee in my life. Not that that matters, but just, you know, in case you were wanting to know something more about me. What else have I got for you? Okay, so I touched briefly on Jamie's adhesive situation. So the adhesive sale that I gave you, that ends tonight. So $5 off your adhesive purchase of $20 or more. Tons of you have taken advantage of that great offer. So you're just going to put code adhesive5 in at checkout, and it's going to take the reduction off for you. And I still have lots of really great adhesives. You guys are loving the art glitter glue with the tip, so make sure that if you need some more glue, get that or stock up. Same except for the coffee, Lisa. Yeah, I've tried. I'd love to. God, I think I'd get so much more done in a day if I drank coffee, but I don't. Morning, Sharon. Hey, Trina. Trina, everyone loves our printable. I gave a little sneak peek, so that comes out tomorrow. So anyway, adhesive. I've got some more new product that I want to show you. It went on sale yesterday, updated the website, tons of new cardstock colors, super pretty, super bright, light, springy, lots of blues, some pinks, a bit of red, some yellow. A new kit. Actually, I'm going to show you, I'll show you that here. So this is the kit. I'm just going to see that there. This is really so pretty. I just want to show you. I mean, it's just super fun. But this page, you know, it's funny. You got to think like these are all created like so far in advance. Like, I mean, some of the collections are produced. Stories start being created like 8-10 months, a year before they come out. But how perfect is this for right now? You see that? Live life happy. Focus on the good. No bad days. Do more at what makes you happy. Life is better when you're smiling. You've got this. I just love it. Wake up, be amazing, be brave, be kind, be you, repeat. So really, really fun. I know that it's not super universal as far as themes for, you know, boy, girl, masculine, feminine, but this is fun. Like this is such a fun collection. So I did put this online yesterday. It already has been selling really, really, really well. So I had a ton of orders in last night for it. So if you want that, make sure that you get your order in. These stickers we included in it. I don't know if you can see those. Live Life Happy. So it's all the Pebbles collection called Live Life Happy. But these are really fun. And I did bring in some extras of these. So I do have this particular package of thickers. I do have online separately. And we do have a couple of packs of the ephemera. These are really cute. Like, look at how fun those are. Doesn't love a unicorn. And there's a ghetto blaster. When was the last time you said ghetto blaster?
What is a ghetto blaster?
What is a ghetto blaster? Emma asks. Well, it's a tape player.
Oh,
It's like
well, I know.
you know,
what
like
that
you know,
is.
like the
Yeah.
guys that put them up on their shoulders, and they were like in
Yeah.
that. And okay. Anyway,
Okay.
so anyway, there's some really fun ones in there. But anyway, super super cute and super fun. You're getting tons of letters. This pack of I added this pack in, so you get all of those Amy Tan letters in there too. So anyway, super cute, super fun, already selling really, really well on the website. So if you guys are interested in that, I did a restock of the Capture Moments kit. So this one sold out within a couple of days. So this is not, it seems dark in here. This is not exactly the same. The biggest difference in this is that it doesn't have the 6x8 paper pad. So you still get a ton of 12x12 pattern paper and cardstock, and you get the ephemera and the stickers and the thickers, but you don't get the 6x8 pad, and I didn't put the little die cut title in. So those are the only two things you're not getting in this, and the price has been adjusted accordingly. But if you missed out and you were totally obsessed, I totally just shut the camera, sorry. If you were totally obsessed with this camera piece of paper and the colors in this, this is on the website. Price has been reduced because you don't get that 6x8 pad, but it does not change the fact that this is still an amazing kit. There are some of those on the website now as well. Okay, so I think that was it. I've got a couple more things to show you, but I want to get you guys started, and then we'll kind of talk as we go along. Melinda, you ordered the glitter. You ordered the glue last night, forgot to add the tip. I don't know, Melinda. I feel like you did add the tip. Maybe I just grabbed it and didn't even read your order properly. I will double check, but yes, we definitely can add that. If you're gonna order this glue, the art glitter glue, you order this tip. It's like, I don't know, I think it's $5 or something. It makes the biggest difference in your life. It just gives you this really nice fine precision point. So order that with it when you do. And I think there's a link right in when you pull up the glue. I think you can actually just tap on it and it takes you right to the metal tip. Right? A ghetto blaster. When was the last time? I'm telling you, I don't know the last time I've said that word. Okay, let's just get started. I'm going to go through your comments a little bit in a minute and make sure that I'm getting everybody. I want to get you guys going. Okay, so you got the sketch. You have all your supplies ready, and now you're just going to start. So I'm going to go through real quick like always, and I'm going to give you guys all the measurements. So if you're a go-getter, get your pen ready. I'm going to give them to you quick, and then I'm going to go back and we're going to do this together. Okay, so I've got a 12x12 base for cardstock. It is, I use like a dotted Swiss. So if you think, oh no, Jennifer, that's a pattern, it's not a cardstock, it's not. It's a craft colored dotted Swiss cardstock. So that's your base. First piece you're going to put down is a 1x12" strip along the left edge of your base, okay? And you're seeing it as this black and white polka dot. Put it all the way out to the left edge, stick that down. Next piece is a 1/2" by 12, which is this black and white stripe, and I raised that up, and that's all the way out to the left edge of your base as well, okay? The next piece, this pink one, this can be a sticker strip, washi tape, another pattern paper that you border punch, whatever you like. This is where I've got a little fun technique I'm going to show you. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is actually washi tape on top of cardstock, border punched, okay? But however you want, my final size is a 1/2" by 12, okay? So you stick that right against that 1" piece there. Next piece you're going to put down is this black and white kind of argyle piece. That's 3.5 by, what was my length? I had it in my head. It's 3.5 by 9. So 3.5 across by 9. I did border punch along the bottom edge, but that's just going to be up to you because you actually don't end up seeing mine. Once I did all the embellishing, you don't see my border punch. So that's totally your choice depending on what you're going to do back down in this corner here. I think on Denine's you actually do see, Denine border punched this edge. So you could do that if you wanted to. Okay. Your next piece is this big yellow, and it's 8.5 across by 10.5 vertical. I did border punch the bottom of that. Okay, when you're putting this 3.5 by 9 down, if you're looking for where it's going to go, it's 1.25 in from the edge of the strips. So it's not 1.25 in from the edge of the base, it's 1.25. There's this little space is 1.25. Okay, then when you're going to put your 8.5 by 10.5, it's 1 inch down from the top and just a 1/2 inch in from the right. Okay, so put all those down. The next piece is this one that's behind my photos. This is actually a single matted piece of pattern paper. So it's 8.25 by, no, it's not. It's 4.25 by 8. Sorry, 4.25 by 8. And then I did a 4.5 by 8.25 white mat, and then I raised the whole thing up. Okay, so it's 4.25 by 8, and then it's a mat 1/4 inch larger than the size of your paper. And I raised it up with 3D foam. And it is, how far down is it? It is 2 inches down from the top and a 1/4 inch in from the base. Sorry, so you're a 1/2 inch in with your big piece. You're only a 1/4 in. Basically, whatever space that you have, you see right there. So this one 1/2 inch, and then this one 1/4. So just have it slightly over the edge. Okay, and then that gives you a spot for journal card, your photos, whatever size your photos are. I double matted. Okay, so I've got white and black mat on my photo, and then I've got a little 2x2 in the bottom. Okay, so for those of you who want to get going, you guys get started, and then we're gonna get started together. So I've got black cardstock today. Yes, what's the question? Sorry.
You need to strike a pose if you're Caesar.
Oh, Lindsay needs to be ready. Where are you? Will you please pose before we start? Okay, ready? Do you want me having a drink? Do you want me to just... It's a very long drink. Did you get the picture? Tell me whether you got the picture. I'll have another drink. It's fine. Tell me whether you got that. Okay, black cardstock is my base. I will be taking lots more drinks, so it's okay. It's fine. So first piece I'm going to put down is my red border on the left edge. So 1 by 12. Okay, 1 by 12. And you're going to adhere that right to the left edge of your base. Okay, so 1 by 12, right to the left edge of your base. It is very deceiving when you're working on a black mat with a black piece of cardstock. You got it. Okay, Lindsay, you have to send it to me. Okay, 1 inch. Oh, would that make it easier? Sorry. 1 inch, and I had it upside down. 1 inch by 12 inch, and it's right against the left edge of your base. Okay, start. Perfect. Okay, next one is going to be your 1/2 inch by 12 inch strip, and I'm going to raise that up right on top of my last piece, all the way out to the left edge. Okay. It is warm in here. I don't know, the weather's not super today. Like yesterday, actually, it rained and rained and rained and rained. And then it cleared up late last night. So we actually went for a swim last night at about 9 o'clock. And Emma and I actually were in the pool till about 11, just chit-chatting away. We lose Alex. Alex decided he needed to go play some games with his buddies. So he got on his Xbox last night. But we were in the pool, but it's muggy today. It feels really hot here. But it's not actually super nice outside. Anyway, so 1/2 inch by 12 raised up all the way at the left edge of your base. Okay, so that's where you should be right now. Oh, sorry, there. Okay, just like that. Susan, you're much more relaxed today having a 1-page layout. It is here. I'm not so worried about all the measurements. Absolutely, I get it. But you know what? I like to try to give you guys, I know so many of you love those doubles, so throw those in every once in a while. But I agree. One page layout's a lot easier. And you know what? You guys can always turn this into a double. And I know lots of you actually do doubles from the singles. So anyway, okay. So the next is your next little strip, which again, final size is 1/2 inch by 12. So that's my pink one here. On the one I'm doing with you today, it's this one that's kind of, it was like almost like tire tread, but then I border punched it. So that's what's going to go right up against the edge here. I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down, but I want to show you how I did that, okay? So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue with my super fine tip, which makes life so much easier when you've got these little tiny pieces, you know, narrow strips. So final is a 1/2 by 12 right up against that edge, okay? So that's where you're at. But super, super easy to do that with washi tape. So if you've got washi tape and you're like, oh, I'd really like to use that, but I want to border punch it, super easy to do. So get a piece of cardstock. So mine's by 12. Take your washi tape and literally just run it. I don't know if you guys can, okay. Run it right along the edge of the cardstock, okay? And then just go ahead and tear that off. You can cut off your ends or you can fold your ends over, whatever you like. Okay, so just like that, right along the edge. And then just take your border punch and go ahead and then just put it in your border punch. It's super, super easy. Easiest thing you've ever done. See, just like that. Okay. So that's something that you can totally do very easily if you don't have border stickers, or you're just wanting something, you don't have a border pattern that you like, but you've got all this washi tape kicking around. That's a really easy technique that you can go when you're like, oh, Jennifer asked for strips again. Well, look, then you can just do that. Looks kind of fun, okay? Okay, that's that. The next piece is that 3.5 by 9. Okay, 3.5 by 9. I did border punch along the bottom of this one. Okay, you can if you want, you don't have to. You know, when I'm done this, I know already the embellishments I'm putting on this page. I know you're not going to see this, but I wasn't sure when I was getting the pieces ready, so I did it anyway. So you want to go 3.5 by 9. You can border punch if you like, you don't have to. And you can go an inch and a quarter. Leave that space in between this pattern and your strips, okay? So that is up to you. The reason I wanted to leave that space is because that's actually where I'm going to put my title. So obviously you can see here it was perfect size for thickers. I've got Paradise right here. So that's a really great space to put your title, okay? So you can go ahead and stick that one down. Just want to catch up with you girls. Can I maybe have that mouse, Emma? Sure. I just want to make sure because I know you guys are asking questions and making comments. So I just want to make sure I'm not missing you all here. Oh, Brenda, you're going, oh, San Francisco. I love San Francisco. Scott and I only spent one day there and we can't wait to go back. Have fun in San Francisco. Still on coffee, still on coffee, still on coffee. That's okay. I am happy to have a drink for you. But I probably should have some breakfast. That's okay. I promise this will turn out well, even if I do have a drink. Okay, so this is where you're at, okay? So far. The next piece you're gonna cut is that 8.5 by 10.5, okay? 8.5 is your horizontal, 10.5 is your vertical. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead, 8.5 by 10.5. You can border punch on the bottom if you like. I used the same border punch on every piece that I did. You can if you want, you don't have to. It's completely up to you. Okay, and then you're gonna go about 2 inches down and remembering to leave yourself a space that allows you to put that matted piece of pattern paper. Oops. That allows you to put that matted piece of pattern paper down. Okay, so make sure that you're leaving yourself enough room to overlap that slightly. Okay, so just like that. So 8.5 by 10.5. Heather, Canada Post just delivered your order. Oh, that's amazing. Open that baby up. Space between the strips and the 3 by 9. It's an inch or an inch and a quarter, Denise. I left almost an inch and a quarter on this one, but I wanted to make sure. So it depends also on the border punch that you use, like how wide this is. My final width is a 1/2 inch, so my measurement is based on that because I knew I wanted these thicker letters in there, so I knew that that was the size I want. That's completely up to you. Inch, inch and a quarter. What you just want to make sure is that you get this spacing on this side as well, that you've got a bit of room right here to get this spacing correct. So inch, inch and a quarter for that one. Okay, and then this is where we're at on this. We all cut up. Okay, so 8.5 by 10.5. Stick that one down. So then the next pieces are going to be these ones. So you've got a pattern paper, and then you're matting. You're welcome, Denise. You're matting your pattern paper. So this one here is my bright floral. It's 4.25 by 8. And then my mat is 4.5 by 8.25. So just always 1/4 inch larger than the size of your photo, anything that you're matting. And then that just gives you that really nice 1/8 inch border all the way around the edge. Okay, so 4.25 by 8, 4.5 by 8.25. What last one, Jamie? This big one here is 8.5 by 10.5. This big one's 8.5 by 10.5. This one is 4.25 by 8, and this one, your mat, is 4.5 by 8.25. Okay, so you're just gonna cut those and then mat them. Okay, so I already sanded the edges because you've watched me sand for 2 weeks in a row now, and nobody needs to keep watching that. Emma is laughing at me.
Not at you.
With me? I wasn't laughing.
Well,
You're only laughing with someone if the other person's actually laughing.
Okay, I'm just trying not to offend you.
I don't offend very easily.
Okay.
So Emma took a really cute picture. I actually posted it on the Insta stories. She came in with a really healthy smoothie for breakfast and sat it next to my Caesar, and she's like, our breakfasts look a little bit different this morning. Okay, Jamie, that was it. I got it. Okay, so once you've got those pieces cut, so 4.25 by 8 and 4.5 by 8.25, go ahead and stick those guys together. I'm using really small 3D foam today for some reason, so I'm putting extras on. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise this with 3D foam. So you could do it 2 ways. You could raise it with 3D foam if you wanted. I feel like I'm missing my garbage can. Hang on a sec. There we go. You could go ahead and raise this piece and then keep your photos that you're putting on top of it flat, or you could put this piece down flat and then raise your photos, or you could raise it all because an American Crafts page protector will handle that width, or you don't have to raise any of it. Okay, so there's my 3D foam. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to adhere this, like I said, roughly 2 inches down from the top of your base. And then I'm going to take half of that space on the, oh, good grief, I was not ready. There we go. And then take half of the space on the right edge. Okay, so just like that. Straight, straight, there. Okay, so you can just see I've got half of this space. Okay, just like that. And then you can start getting your photos together. I've got a couple other pieces I'm going to do a little bit differently on this one. So you can see here, I actually matted this journal piece. So this was one of my journal cards, one of my printables. I cut that out and made it a little bit smaller. I cut the top off because the wording that I had on there didn't work for this layout. And then I actually just took a piece of the coordinating pattern paper from this collection and I made it just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to mat for where I put my journaling, and then I went ahead and just tucked it up underneath. The cool thing is that I took, so you can see how there's like 1/2 inch of color. Let me hold this closer. So you can see right here, so this 1/2 inch of the color of the pattern paper. Then what I did was I cut the top of it and I put the top up above here. So I made sure I was in line, but it looks like that's this big piece of pattern paper all behind, but it's not. So those of you girls that like to save your pattern paper, this is a really fun little illusion that you can do that just makes it look like you've got that nice strip under there, but really I didn't. Okay, so that's something fun you can do there. And then on this piece, on this layout that I'm doing with you today, this one, I'm actually going to use, I really liked this is a 4x6 journal card, but I really liked this pattern because the photos I'm using are of Alex and his buddy. They were out biking, like doing mountain biking. You can tell I don't mountain bike. I'm sure that's not what you say. You're finally done editing your photos. Now you can start the page. I hope you wrote the measurements down, Lindsay. If not, let me know. Yes, anyway, they were mountain biking and they got some really great jump pictures. So that's what I'm using today. But I'm going to put this little 4x6 journal card, I'm actually going to put it out this way, right under here. And then I'm going to put, I've got this journal card here. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to put that underneath. I just want to trim the top off of this, which I didn't do last night. So I'm going to do that right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick that underneath. So wherever you're at, you can go ahead, just get your journaling card out, or you might be using a photo in that spot. That is totally fine too. If you wanted to add a photo, just don't forget to get a little bit of journaling on your page, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to tuck this under. So if you're wanting to do this, if you've got some extra paper, of course you have extra paper. That's just a little 4x6 journaling card that I put under there. But I really wanted that for my journaling card. So that's what I'm going to do. The reason I'm doing this first, you guys, is because I wanted to make sure that I had this where I wanted it before I put my photos on, because my photos are going to hang, like you can see, this one hangs off the bottom here. This is hard for me. This is hard to put them on angles. I will be honest with you. I think, oh yeah, look. So see, when I photographed the layout, you can see how that one photo is straight on right above the journal card. And then I changed it because I'm trying. I don't like it on an angle, but that's just me. I might put this one back straight.
I think that's cool like that.
You like it on an angle?
Yeah. That's
Well,
not your comfort
for
zone.
Emma's album. So anyway, so that's why I'm putting these pieces down now, because of that way I don't have to worry about when I put my photos on. I know I'm going to have them exactly where I want them. So then I'm going to go ahead. There. So see, super easy. So that 4x6 pattern paper, and then I took my journal card, I cut the top off right here. So I put most of it down here, and then I put a little bit up here. I'm going to start my journaling up here, and I'm going to finish it down here, and it's going to look super cool. And I will post this week as well, so you'll be able to see like the fully embellished layout. Okay, how are we doing? Double checking. Biggest piece, the floral, is, yes, it's 8.5 by 10.5, Lindsay. This big yellow floral, 8.5 by 10.5. Okay. You're converting me to crooked pics. No, you're not, Trina. Do you know how hard that was for me? That was really hard. This is not like totally permanently stuck down. I think I might change that one. This one will stay crooked, but this one I think I might put that too. Okay, here we go. Photos. So I used 3x4s and I double matted them. Again, Denise's take on this sketch was this one. She just used one big 5x7. Okay, which is super, super great. She does a lot of 5x7 photos, so she's got lots of those in her girls' albums. I don't. I use some, but I don't use tons. So that was a great one too. And I'll post Denise's layout in the stories today. So they'll show up in the stories on Instagram and on Facebook, and I'll save them into stories as well so that you can, or into the highlights, sorry. So that you can look back if you want to do a 5x7 or when you recreate it. So 3x4 photos, I've got 2 of them. I did sand the edges and then I did double matte. So 3¼ by 4¼ and then 3.5 by 4.5. Okay. Leave it. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. When I post the finish, we'll see what happens. I might change that one. Maybe I'll put this one straight. I'm not sure. Anywho, 3x4, and then your first mat's going to be 3¼ by 4¼ and then your next mat is going to be 3.5 by 4.5. Okay, so Again, just a quarter of an I'll try that again. A quarter of an inch larger than the size of your photo, and then a half inch larger than the size of your photo if you're going to double matte. Okay, so just like that. So look at how fun that is. Look at that. Got him jumping. He has I think his buddy has one too. This is his buddy. They got some good air on those. They're such risk takers. It scares the out of me. Everyone's always telling Alex that he needs to stop with the stories for me. Like, he needs to tell me what he did, because I think that that's important. I want to know what he did when he goes out. But he needs to kind of learn how to tell me what he did in a safe way, because he comes home from biking and he comes home from skiing and it's like, oh my God, I came off this cliff and it was like 20 feet and maybe it was even more. And then I did this and I was like, I can't even. He is such a risk taker. It scares the crap out of me. But anyway, these aren't bad. These are pretty tame. But anywho, so they've got GoPros and stuff. So they wear their GoPros and they got their phones out and they're always videotaping each other. It's really cute. But anyway, so now you're ready for your photos. So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to put these on crooked, but you can put them on however you like. Okay. Put them on however you like. So remember how I said I was going to do some gardening? That never happened. I wouldn't laugh. It's not like you've offered to help me.
I know. No, sorry.
But I did say to my mother yesterday that I really need to get some weeding done. Like, it's looking like a bit of a jungle out here. I mean, obviously in BC we have obviously lots of rain, but it's just really hard for me trying to put this down on an angle. And I just anywho, this is where I'm at. Okay, that's where I'm at. So I've got my 2 3x4s, double matted, journaling on there. Everything's kind of ready to go. His mom's a risk taker, placing your photos at an angle. Yeah, that's a big out of my box move for me.
It's 2 different contexts. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. It's so true. I'm trying to think of what I do that's risky. I don't think I do anything risky. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I have to think
Did you
about
close
it.
that?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think I don't know.
I mean, you're very good at backing out of places, like horse shows, like getting in with like the truck and trailer.
Yeah,
no,
I
can
drive a horse trailer really, really well.
Yeah.
Now, I know that that's not a huge risk, but I have driven that between Calgary and Vancouver Island more times than I can even remember, that's a big thing. That's a big drive. And there's some harrowing parts to that drive, like 10 Mile Hill, just past Golden.
Or like Monday at Spruce Meadows during summer series.
Or just trying to get out of the Spruce Meadows parking lot on the Monday of 5 weeks at summer series. Yeah, that's a big thing too. Any of you that are horse people know that that's a big deal. But yeah, no, I'm not really a risk taker. He is. It scares me, actually. He scares me. Snakes. Yes, Mom, thank you. I don't like snakes. Snakes scare me. But apparently when I was a little girl, I used to carry them around in my t-shirt, which is probably why I don't like them now. It's probably a little PTSD. Journal card size, Deb, 3x4 is kind of the standard size. This one is 3. My bottom piece is by 3.5 because I took the top piece off, my 3 1/4. So it was a 3x4, and then I just cut it. So I cut that top kind of quarter off and split it. Okay, so 3x4. Doing a live every Sunday. See, thank you. Doing these lives and these lives and doing videos for you guys, that was a big risk for me. That was big. And I know that it's like so simple, especially in this industry. Gosh, everyone and their dog is doing videos and have been for years and years and years. But it was a big thing for me. So thank you. Thank you for the support. I love you girls. No, driving a horse trailer isn't a cakewalk, that's for sure. That part of the road in Golden is literally the scariest thing ever. There was the scariest time I ever was on it. Before we had like our big, huge, like we've got like a 40, I don't know, 42-foot horse trailer right now. But before that, we had a bumper pull trailer and a camper on top of our truck. And I had Emma and Alex, and they would have been, it was before we had Ginger. Emma would have been 11. So Alex would have been 7 and 11 maybe. Young kids. Scott was in Southern Alberta at the time. He took 1 year off internationally and he worked back and he did a contract in Alberta. So he was in Southern Alberta, like close to the border of the States, like south of Lethbridge. And there was a storm and we were driving and I had 2 horses in the back of the bumper pull, the camper. So anyone that has ever driven a camper, your center of gravity is like off. So you're so top heavy. So both the kids, the 2 horses, and it was at night, and I was trying so hard to not do 10 Mile Hill in the dark, and I just couldn't make it. We just, with the stops with the kids and the horses, I couldn't make it. So it was late. It was like 10 p.m. Massive storm, pitch black, thunder, lightning, wind. I was rocking. We were doing this and I had to go. I was hysterical, bawling. I was like this and it was like the grannies where you can like barely see over the steering wheel. It was not funny. I'm glad you can laugh now.
No, it's not funny. Like, it was really not
9
funny.
years later, 8 years later. I was like this and I crying, and I'm on the speakerphone with Scott, who's in Southern Alberta, and then he actually pulled me up on, it was like Google Maps or something where you can actually like see where people are, because he's like, I don't even know where you like what is going on. He was trying to watch. I'm doing this. I've got cars behind me. They're laying on their horns. They're riding I've got horses. Like it was horrific. You guys. It was the worst time of my entire life, I swear. Like worse than childbirth. I said that. Really? I said I would rather give birth again than do that. I thought for sure we were going to be that statistic. You know, mother of 2 and horses down the frickin' whatever, the cliff that is, I mean, it's insanity. If you've driven that, oh my God. Anyway, we ended up making it to Bragg Creek. Scott got in his vehicle, left his job site, on the phone with me. I think he was terrified that I was literally having a nervous breakdown, because I feel like I kind of was.
You were, for sure, but it was totally warranted. It was something.
It was warranted. It was horrible. It was something out of a scary movie. So anyway, got to Bragg Creek at like 3 a.m. It was horrible. I like practically slithered out of the truck. My legs, everything. I was just like this mess. I slithered out of the vehicle. He got in the vehicle because I was only about 35 minutes from where I was going at that point, but I was like, I can't even anymore. So I get out of the vehicle, slide out, get into his vehicle. He drove the rest of the way. Anyway, all is well. Has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I feel like I am a bit of a hero that I actually made it through that.
You were 100% a hero that day.
20-year-old son is a commercial driver, not allowed to tell me some of the stories. No, absolutely. Like it is. Like there's stressful situations out there. Heather, you love your Bella kit. Oh, I'm so glad. Amara, you drove a canoe strapped onto a jet ski trailer. You didn't want to be on the freeway, so you took the side roads. 1 hour drive, more than 2 hours. Honestly, it's scary. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's scary. You can be scared. So no, I'm not a big risk taker, but I am a hero. I saved my children's lives back in like, I don't know what year that was. It was a long time ago. I'll have to look back because I'm sure
2011, I think.
Yeah. Anywho. All right. Back to our page. So this one, I did a 2x2. This one, I'm going to do 2 2x2s, and I just want to show you how I'm putting those on there. Okay, so 2 2x2s. You could do a 3x4 horizontal if you wanted. And you could just put it on its side. I'm just going to get these exactly where I want them. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick these down so that I can show you. These pictures, I will be honest with you, this is actually really fun. Some of you might have done this before, but my son doesn't take pictures for me, ever. So look, there, just like that. Just in that little corner. 2 little 2x2s. My son doesn't take pictures for me. Super, super rare. Big joke is like when he went to Europe, I hadn't had pictures for forever. He sent me a picture of his backpack in the airport, sitting on a chair, and a goat. Those are the pictures I got. Honey, could you grab me some Kleenex? I am
Yes.
so hot. Oh my good gracious. Anyway, I'm not nervous today. You guys are making me feel very comfortable. How many weeks we're in now? But anyway, yeah, a picture of a backpack on a chair in the airport and a goat. So he just doesn't send me pictures. So these pictures I took from his GoPro video. So I made him send me the video and then I paused it and moved it into the sections that I wanted. And they're actually, you know, you can do that. Like, look at how clear those are. They're pretty good. The one of his buddies a little bit blurry. But I love this one. Oops, this one. This is his view from his GoPro. So you can still see his hands on the handlebars. And then this one, his buddy took it. I took that from his buddy's video. But so anyway, don't be afraid. Like if you're like me and you've got a kid that just doesn't give you pictures, definitely. I'm just gonna move for 2 seconds. Sorry. Thank you. I am so hot, you guys. Oh my goodness. Anyway, maybe I am. Maybe it is premenopause. Who knows? I don't know.
But you're not old.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. Emma just said I'm not old. I am 45. So anyway, that's just a real tip. Like maybe some of you do it. I don't know. I just, with having a kid that doesn't take pictures for me, I have to get them somewhere. So when I knew that they'd taken their GoPros and stuff yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, where's the video? So I was able to do that. So this little piece that I'm putting on, I just want to show you. You get these in some of the collections, like some of the embellishment packs. You'll get these really cute little chipboard frames. So this one says captured on it. So I'm actually just going to glue that one right down over top of the little 2x2. So I'll show you. I'm just going to let it sit there for 2 seconds. Got my glue on there. Again, that tip was like super, super handy. So again, that adhesive sale ends tonight. $5 off your adhesive order of $20 or more. And that ends tonight. So adhesive 5 is the code. Have another drink. That'll help. Yes, well, it's probably going to make you sweat more, but it's the humidity after the rain and the vodka. This is my first drink, you guys. I haven't had that much vodka. Every time I drive to and from the island to visit my son, I plan the time to avoid kicking horse pass in the darker dusk. No, it's true, Susan, and I normally don't hit it. We always drive it in one day, and I normally am really, really good on both ends. I always hit it during the day, but that night I just couldn't. The kids were too young. I had to stop with the horses. But no, I agree with you. It's horrible. It's really hard. That's a really tricky mountain pass. Oh my God. Okay, this is my sister-in-law. You guys, I love you because you are here with me. My sister-in-law said the astronauts clearly don't scrapbook because they timed their live journey into the International Space Station right in the middle of my class. She's going to have to catch up on this layout tonight. Well, fine. That's fine. If you'd rather watch that, but whatever. That's so funny.
Not one for space, Mom.
I think it's incredible what they're doing. I am so claustrophobic that the thought of being inside a space shuttle actually gives me chest pains, like major anxiety. Like I'm so claustrophobic that I can't even put the blanket over my head in bed. Like it stresses me out. Being zipped into a, I just said suitcase.
Sorry, I hope no one's trying to zip me in a suitcase.
I've never been zipped into a suitcase, you guys. Good grief. I meant sleeping bag. Being zipped into a sleeping bag stresses me out, not a suitcase. Good grief. Anyway, there is that cute little chipboard frame. So when you see those in those embellishment packs, that is a really great way to use it there. And it actually says captured on the bottom. You'll be able to see it when I post a photo of this. Oh my gosh, guys. This is zipped into a suitcase. Good grief. Allison Manning. Oh, is this her first time, Jasmine? Well, welcome, Allison, if you're here. How's your first layout class going? That's so exciting. Welcome. We're not always so crazy. Good grief. Suzanne, is this your first time too? Oh my gosh, well, welcome. Welcome to all of you new girls. I'm so glad you're all here. So much fun. So while you're finishing that up, again, this is where we're at. Okay, if you need any more measurements, message, make a little note. Yes, Trina, this is the first Caesar. I mean, literally like half a Caesar. Maybe if I finish it, it'll get better. Sundays. Well, clearly, I don't know. I either need to drink more or stop altogether because, good grief. It's so good. You're so excited to share yours, Jasmine. I'm glad. So on that note, oh, you actually have photos. Well, that's helpful for sure. So on that note, I asked you, could I talk with my hands anymore? I asked you girls, to do a few things for me. You could share, you could tag your friends in the photos about the Facebook Lives, and you would get more entries into the weekly draw. So this week, so I've been giving away gift certificates for the store, which is amazing. So $10 gift certificates for the store. So you lucky ladies can do that. But this week, I have this prize package for you. So I'm actually going to show it to you. This actually is super, super fun. So I had a few restocks that I did, and you'll see I don't ever restock, ever. Like this is probably the first time I've ever restocked. Usually it's just whatever, when I sell out, I sell out. But this time I actually restocked a few really popular pieces. Heather, mwah. Heather, Madeline, my sister-in-law, who's probably not even here anymore because she's watching the space thing. Heather said she's going to watch the space thing later because this is priority. That's right. Thank you, Heather. 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm sure it was 5 o'clock somewhere at 10 a.m. this morning. That's right. So anyway, I never restock, but I have a few packs of thickers and obviously this Capture Moments kit that was super, super popular. So I brought these back in. These were out of stock for a while. These are, can you see how glittery and amazing those are? They're like blue glitter. And this is the back, just in time for summer. So these I was sold out on. They were super popular and I just got a bunch more in. I feel like there's like maybe 20 packs. So I grabbed what I could get. Those are there. So in this pack, you're going to get this set of thickers. You're going to get that camera paper that everyone loves, and this rainbow, and this heart, and this yellow flower, and this yummy stripe. Actually, this stripe is amazing, but I actually like the back a lot too. It's got really fun black script words on it. So look at that. And then this, the cards. And then cardstock. I think there's 4 sheets of cardstock in here. So 6 pieces of pattern paper, 4 sheets of cardstock, and the newly restocked glitter thickers for summer. So what you need to do is you need to share the posts about the Facebook Live, share all of these, share anything about my business, get your friends to follow, get your friends to like, all of the things. We are trying to get our little company bigger and busier and let everybody join us in on all this fun to see what you guys are doing every Sunday. Okay, so this is up for grabs. So the more you share, the more of your friends that you tag, all of those things, you get more entries in, and this is what you're going to win this week. Super cool, right? Super cool. So I didn't start, you guys, those of you that were with me years ago, like when I had the business, like in a storefront, Social Media One was just kind of like starting. And I just was busy running a business. Obviously, those of you that do it, it's busy, especially when you're a bit of a one-woman show. I've got a couple of really amazing girls, Trina and Deneen, work behind the scenes with me, and they're amazing. I couldn't do it without them, but I still am only one person. So I'm doing a lot of this obviously on my own, which is Totally fine, totally normal, everything is good. But I didn't have a lot of time to really focus on the social media. Well, now I've learned and I've watched and I've researched and I've read and all the things. So we're just kind of just starting on the social media. Obviously, I'm late to this game. I'm late to the Facebook Lives. Church of Edwardson, absolutely. Great way to spend Sunday mornings. I'm so glad. So I need your help. You guys need to help. You need to get all your crafty friends liking and following and sharing and all of the things. I would really love to get our numbers up, my followers up. So you guys can help and share with that. And for your help, you are going to win a prize. So that is exciting. So help me out with that. Again, thank you to all of you that went onto Facebook and recommended my little company. I'm so grateful for your comments. You guys are all so sweet. So if you haven't had a chance to do that, I would love it if you would recommend my business. That would be amazing. Suggestions, all the things. Message me. You guys are so amazing. I love it so much. Love hanging out with you guys. So one of the big suggestions was, can we do more of this, more like a classroom style? So many of you have done Zoom and are familiar with Zoom. So we are going to do a 5 layout, use your own product workshop through Zoom on June 14th. That's a Sunday, right? I believe.
I think so, yeah.
June 14th is the Sunday. So we are going to do, are those in my new kit too? No,
yeah.
Heather, those stickers are not in my new kit. Those are for single sale on the website. June 14th. So Sunday, June 14th, we are going to do a 5 layout, use your own product workshop. It is a workshop that you have to purchase and register. It's a very small fee, very inexpensive, 2.5 hours, 5 layouts in a Zoom classroom live with me. We're going to start at 9:30 in the morning so that we can finish by noon. Okay, so 2.5 hours we're going to spend together. Is that Father's Day? Are you freaking kidding me? Is June 14th Father's Day?
Let me look it up.
Okay, that is totally fine. I actually haven't done the marketing material for it yet. So is that Father's Day? Can somebody double check that? Emma or anyone on here? Please double check. If that's Father's Day, we're not doing it Father's Day.
No, it's June 21st. So Alice's birthday.
June 21st is Father's Day. So the 14th. We're going to do the 14th, right? Father's Day is the 21st. Are we all sure on that? I am fairly certain that I double checked that. Okay. June 14th, 9:30 in a Zoom classroom, 2.5 hours, 5 layouts. Perfect. Thanks. The 21st. Thanks, guys. I thought I was right. Okay, so June 14th, 9:30 to noon, 5 layouts in a Zoom classroom. Registration opens tomorrow. $18.75. Such a small fee. Perfect. Awesome. Good. I'm glad. Okay. Deborah messaged me because I can help you with that. Your order hasn't shipped. Okay, so June 14th, 9:30, Zoom classroom, 5 layouts, use your own product. You need to register. Not very much money at all. $18.75 for 5 layouts. We're going to hang out together for 2.5 hours, and it's going to be super fun. So tell all your friends, and let's get everybody registered. Tomorrow it opens up. The newsletter comes out tomorrow. Registration opens tomorrow. Your printable is available tomorrow. The adhesive sale ends tonight. Orders ship on Tuesday mornings. So if you want to get in on all of this new product that I've just posted, search the website, get your orders in. I think that's it. I think I have everything. I knew I had a bunch of things to talk to you about, and I believe I got it all. Yes, Melinda, 9:30 PST. Yeah, so we're gonna start 9:30 my time, and we're gonna go till noon. 2.5 hour class. Zoom is super easy. For those of you that have not done Zoom before, all you need to do is register for a Zoom account. It's free. You don't have to pay for it, but you just have to be able to get access. So basically you just enter your email address and a password, and you just need to be able to log in. A couple of days before, I will send you the link to the classroom and the password to get into the classroom. So it is a private workshop for paid registrants, and then you'll be able to get in. I am going to give you the 5 sketches the Wednesday before. So you're only going to have a handful of days to get your sketches together, but it's only 5, or sort of get your materials together based on the sketches. It's only 5. So you don't need 3 weeks like I gave you for the 20 layout workshops. Okay, so 5 sketches. Mark your calendar. Yes, mark your calendar. Yes, Marilyn, there is a limit to the people in the class. Now, I actually opened up a pro. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I opened up a pro account on Zoom, and I believe I can actually take quite a few ladies. So I just have to confirm my numbers. I'm hoping to get in that 40 to 60 somewhere range. You know, we hang out 50 to 60 ladies for the entire workshop on these free classes on Sunday mornings. So I'd love to have you all join me. Invite your friends, all of the things. So, but I believe I may be able to go up to 100. I actually am not totally sure. Lindsay, you might actually know that answer to that question from working with school. I have not read all the fine print, but I know that I can take at least the ladies that are here so far. But I'd love to get these numbers up. I would love to be over 100. 50, Christine? 50? Okay, so 50. We can do 50. I believe I can increase that though. But let's shoot for 50. Let's see if we can get 50 of us together and do this workshop. I would really love to do that. And you know what? And if it goes really well and you guys are loving it, I'd love to do like one a month. Maybe we can get together and do like one of these a month. That'd be super fun. If possible, a few more days notice on the prep for the kits for those of us that are going back to work. Okay, Monday. How about the Monday? I will bust my behind next week and I will get them all ready. So the Monday, would that help, Tam? Different? No, there's no, Jamie, there's no difference from Zoom US or Canada. It's just, no, it's zoom.us. Zoom.us is where you need to go. Just register your free account. Lindsay, I thought so too. I think 100. Pro Zoom holds your staff of 112, Tam. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I've got Pro. Okay, thanks, Gwen. I know, yeah, I think I need to upgrade to go higher than 100. I think it was business that I had to get to, but I didn't think I needed more than 100. Yes, I know, Lindsay, and Julia and I had an amazing conversation last week at the Paper and Ink Boutique because Paper and Ink Boutique uses Zoom for all of their classes, and she had 62, I believe, in her crop. So I actually purchased the same account that Julia and Glenn use. I know, Susan, I know Monday would be better. I'm trying to really, really work hard with the ladies that actually are back to work. So I'm going to try to stick with our Sunday mornings. I'm working at the moment. I am fairly certain that I can actually record this and have this available in a private Facebook group. So if you couldn't join us on Sunday for the entire time, or you couldn't join us at all, I believe you can still register and then you could have the recorded version to work from. So I'm working on that. I can't guarantee that at this very moment, but I will find the answer to that this week. But registration will open tomorrow, okay? Love Zoom as a platform. Sherry, business is 300. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. I want to still be able to interact with you. So yes, I would love to get our numbers up. For sure. I've taught this workshop, a 20 layout workshop in person. I've had 75 women in my class. So I can manage a large group, but on this platform, I know it's a little bit trickier, kind of moving between screens. But yeah, I'd love to have us all get together. Like I said, 50, 60 of us if we can. Melinda, you've bought one of my 10 layout workshops, but you haven't started it yet. Does the access to the YouTube link expire? No, it doesn't. No. I believe your access to it as far as signing in and seeing it, I'm fairly certain we have that set at 10 times. Don't totally quote me. I have to actually talk to my web girl on that. But no, the link doesn't expire. The video is always there. It's just password protected so that it's only for purchasers of the workshop. You can record Zoom. It's great. You use it for your new on-staff boarding. Thanks, Gwen. I thought that I could. Part of the conversation, Julia said in a live yesterday, Zoom can stream live to a private Facebook. Yeah, her and I were talking about that, Lindsay. She recently found that out. So they are going to start doing that. That was something I know she said that she was going to put into place for their classes this week. Or maybe she may have started it last week. I'm not sure. So yes, I know I can record it. I know it goes to a private Facebook group. I just have to figure out how to do that. So yeah, I think that's it. So recap, this layout. I'm going to post Denine's layout in the stories as well, so you can see hers if you want to look back on what she did with this sketch. I'll post my one that we did today. I'll post that this week. Tomorrow is the newsletter. In the newsletter, you will have the free printable that we just created, which we're kind of obsessed with. Super fun. So that'll be in tomorrow. You can download that. Registration for the Zoom class on June 14th opens tomorrow. Share with your friends. Tag your friends. Let's get some more ladies involved in the fun. Bye, Sherry. Thanks for stopping in. Have fun at church.
Second church.
Second church. Yes, second church. Church of Edwardson is coming to a close. Mute will be powerful on Zoom as I enjoy the quiet part of Facebook Live that you have going on. Okay, it's just my voice from teaching kindergarten for 3 months on Zoom. For sure, you know, and that's something, again, send me the things you love and don't love. It's new for me. Again, you guys know that. This is all new for me. I'm relying on you telling me what you want. You are the ladies that are joining me and taking time out of your days. So you tell me what you want, because that's how I am able to give you something that you're really enjoying. Okay. Room chatter. No, you know what, Tam? I've been involved. Actually, I was a guest in a Zoom workshop with the Paper and Ink Boutique in Calgary, and it actually was really, really good. It was not a constant chatter. I know, Lindsay, you were a part. I know there's quite a few ladies on here actually that I think attended that event, and it wasn't, because you can mute and have it where there is some chatter, but then you can mute. I think it's actually really great. I just want to be able to interact with you guys a little bit more. One of the most fun parts about teaching my all-day workshops is being able to interact with you. So I definitely want to do that. So I think what I'll probably do maybe is have you all muted while I'm teaching the layout, and then maybe have a little bit of time while you're working on it where you guys can interact with each other. As I think maybe what we'll do. Mute works well, then you can just unmute, talk to build conversation. It's cool. That's what I thought, Lindsay. Yeah. So I think you can do both, Tam, which I think will work really well for everyone, because I can mute and then we can unmute for a little bit and kind of do the back and forth. So I think it's going to be really fun. I'm not going to stop this, but I definitely would like to offer you a little bit more for sure. And again, it is a business. I do need to make a little bit of money to kind of keep going. So I'm going to just mix this in there, and I hope that you guys will join me. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Your hands are going to be so busy. For sure. Yeah, no, you guys will be muted for most of it. And I think that you can do kind of like the on and off, from what I understand, because I know the kids do it for school. They're muted, and then they have a bit of time where they can have conversation, and then they're muted again. So I think we'll do a skill set manage mute. I'll do it. You join. It'll be fun. It'll be super fun. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I got it all. Any other questions? Anything like that? If you do not currently get my newsletter, make sure you go onto the website, shopjenniferedwardson.com, and enter your address. You can actually enter it on the shopjenniferedwardson.com, and you can also enter it on my website, just jenniferedwardson.com. There's 2 spots you can enter your address to make sure that you get the newsletter. So make sure you sign up, get all your friends to sign up. Look at you, risk taker Zoom class. That's a big risk for me. Trust me, I've been mulling this over for days and weeks, and I had a massive conversation this past week with Julia from the Paper and Ink Boutique, who has been fantastic. I've taught in her workshops a lot. We've done a lot of work together, and she has been so supportive. She is more of a risk taker than I am, and she definitely gave me a lot of information. I was super happy to have her support. But yes, it is a big risk for me. Is the class all new sketches? Absolutely, all new sketches. I don't know if I'm going to do all singles. I might do 4 singles and a double. I have not decided yet. I'll be building that this week. But yes, it's always new. Whenever I teach you something, it's always new. The only thing that was a repeat were the online classes 1 and 2, and that was because a lot of you didn't get to partake in those. So I had 40 ladies in that workshop in end of February, beginning of March. It was the only thing that was a repeat. It's always new sketches and layouts. if I want a Zoom practice partner, text me. Tam, I will, because I would actually like to practice that this week. So I will definitely message you. But I think that's all I've got for you girls. Great class this morning. Thank you. Cheers. I'm going to finish this actually now that I'm going to go and finish my layout. I'm going to finish my drink. Lindsay, make sure you send me that picture. And again, register for that newsletter that comes out tomorrow. Share with your friends, invite your friends, and I will see you next Sunday, and I'll be conversing back and forth with you guys on social media this week. One double, please. I know. I might do it. We might do a double. 4 singles and a double. Anyway, have an amazing day, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Sunday. Mwah. I will see you next week.